Today I'm going to make my grandmother's chocolate cake, which made with yeast. So first of all we need to have yeast and some warm water and some flour. We also need some butter. I'm going to take half a cup of warm water. It needs to be warm to touch, like your blood temperature, and I'll put it into the yeast. This yeast has been in the freezer before, that's what's running. Okay, and I'm going to leave it there to wait until it bubbles. In the same time that while this is happening, I'm going to take a cup measuring cup, and I'm going to put 3 of those white flour in cups and put them into the bowl. So we had 1, and now I've got 2. It's a bit over, but it's okay. And I'm going to now just finishing the 3rd one. Okay, now I'm going to make a little hole. This is what it looks like. Now I'm going to wait until it's going to make more bubbles, and then we're going to mix it up with sugar and other things. So it's now time to add some sugar and butter. I normally cut the butter to small pieces, so it will make it easy to mix into the flour. And I'm going to sprinkle the sugar, and now I'm going to mix it. I also add an egg. Here's these ones that I just broken, and I'm going to whisk it so it's really nice and blended before I add it to the flour and yeast. Okay. If it's still dry, you can add more water or milk, but try not too much because it will make it very sticky. A bit crumbly. You can see that there's enough moisture there, so it will make a nice dough. The butter is going nicely into the dough, and slowly it's melting. We almost got a 1 piece of dough, which is nice and elastic. As you see, the dough is a bit sticky. We'll look at it again in about a few hours. Okay, you can see the big bubbles that come from the yeast. It looks quite wet, so I'm going to put a bit more flour into it. I might need more, but I don't know. I'm going to use my hands. It's quite good. So we are going to put the pastry here, the dough here, and we put a bit of flour on top in case it gets stuck to the rolling pin. And we roll it, and now we roll it again. We need to make it very, very thin, and we turn it around and we do it again. We're putting the butter on the pastry, on the dough, until it is everywhere. Use about 150 grams, and it makes it much easier if the butter is soft. Now we can spread it until it's really nice and soft. I put it all the way around the dough. So, as you see, the butter is all the way spread. all on the dough. Now it's time to put the sugar and the cocoa. A cup of sugar and 1, 2, 3, we put a bit more, 4 spoons of cocoa. So it's very important to mix the cocoa powder to make sure that there are no lumps. You can start sprinkling them like this. The cocoa is quite bitter, so that's why we don't want to be a lump of cocoa in the middle. You do this until you use up all the cocoa. Now we are going to roll it. Start with this part and we go roll it very gently. So we are going to roll it very gently until it's all okay. So roll it until it's nearly finished. Now we've got like a Swiss roll of it, which we are going to put into here. This is the tray. We're going to use the paper from the butter. I'm going to pick it up very gently and transfer it to there. Now we have to wait for another about an hour. We're going to cover it or put it under a lid and see what will happen when we take it back again. So now we see how the dough in the cake has risen, and it's now almost doubled it what it used to be, and it's good time to put it in the oven. Now we're going to make a special topping for the cake with a spoon of icing sugar, yeah, and some milk, yeah, to pour over. We're going to put it back in the oven without the oven on. Just the oven will still be hot. And here is the cake ready. Enjoy.